out to be a long, hot summer, but that doesn't mean you can go to work looking all schleppy. Janice Meredith is here to show you how to do it the right way. We've had hot summers in the past, and people just let go, and they're in tube tops and short shorts, and that is not office appropriate.
I know. I wish it was, right?
I wish it was.
So what we've got here are fabrics that are nice and light and flowy and give you that circulation that you want, but also just give you the appropriate amount of cover-up.
Right, and because the other thing is that it can be really hot outside and really cold inside, and you have to figure out a way to balance that because the AC is through the roof in a lot of offices.
Totally it is. So what we have here is this great top, which is totally on trend right now. It's the drop shoulder, but by putting it with this vest, it totally makes it work for office. And so this is a great way to take your new piece that you're wearing out in the evening for the office.
I think this is so smart. The other thing I thought was very cool is that you were able to find a culotte that almost perfectly matches from a different retailer.
Yeah.
And what's tying the whole thing together
is the vest.
The vest.
Yeah, and so that's a tip because you know I'm very anal about my blacks and blacks.
Yeah.
But because they are just masked by this vest, it totally works. And the pants are light and flowy, and then we've got a great block heel, which is helpful for walking around and you're scooting around downtown. But also because it's got the strapping on top, you're cool, but it's professional. It's not too high heeled, so it's a nice. Everything about this right now is all about proportion and scale. So it all works.
And you make a good point. The block heel takes you away from that sort of sexy stiletto vibe, which you don't always want at work.
And especially if you're going with the shorter skirt that you are wanting to wear because it is so warm out.
Right.
And now this is another trend that's coming up, is a t-shirt under your strappy dress.
I think this is genius.
Totally.
You have all of the beautiful light summer dresses. You feel like you can't possibly wear it to work. Why not throw a t-shirt on underneath?
Everyone's doing this. Just make sure your t-shirt is nice and thin. This one's nice and light. And again, if you're hot, this is a nice little, get some absorption for it, so you're not going to be like totally dying out there and dripping. And then what we've kind of done, the same thing with that vest, is blended the two pieces with a necklace. So that's a helpful little tip. It's also long and flowy, so the appropriateness of the length is great for the office. And we've gotten a funky, you know, again, chunky heel because it's all about that this summer. But just some detail on the foot is great.
Yeah, I love that. Think length, ladies. So length is important at work. You can't just let loose because it's summer.
No.
This is good. You'll still get the promotion.
Yes.
Okay.
Dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
So what's happening with her? I mean, I love the fact that she's got this great sweater, and this is going to help her from the AC, but it's also over a really nice summer shirt.
Yes, so the problem with tank tops is that they're almost too skimpy. So what you want to do is there's some great knit ones out there that are heavier. We want to have it come up higher on the neck, and this is actually a thicker fabric. I don't think it was a sweater. But what another tip is that these pants are great, and they're high-waisted. So if you have that additional coverage covering your waist, and then you have a longer shirt that's heavier, you don't feel so exposed like you would in one of those really silky kind of tank tops that you might wear under a jacket in the winter.
Yes.
Because this is all you're going to wear. We want it a little bit more substantial, and then you don't feel so exposed.
Right, because think about all the ways this could go wrong. Like this here. Uh-oh, guess who's not getting promoted? A little belly button, right? A little piercing. Yeah, they see your little ring and your belly button. Maybe not. So this pant is really, it's really balancing this whole proportion.
Exactly.
It's high-waisted. You don't have a ton of skin showing. She's got her sweater on that likes to slip off.
And again, it's really light and flowy, so you're getting that circulation and that lightness. You're not going to feel totally compressed in a pair of like jeans or leggings or something like that we're getting into. So, and then what we're going to balance it out with is a nice delicate little kitten heel with the heavy pant.
Nice, so she can go out to lunch and she's not going to be sweltering. Maybe leave the sweater behind and come back in and throw it on, and she's good.
And then even the jacket, that sweater, it's just a little bit more light, and it's got a great shape to it. It's not so chunky. Oh, sorry. It's not so chunky, and it's got that nice cut, so we're not adding too much volume like a winter cardigan would.
Right, lightweight knits are the way to do it, and then layer it up. Great tips.